This is so nerve-wracking. There's one right there. Oh, they're coming. In the past few days, we have sailed a total of 850 nautical miles from the Dutch Antilles in South America through the infamous Windward Passage between Haiti and Cuba to Crooked Island in the Bahamas. This week, we will be making a quick stop on the tiny island of Rum Key before sailing another 50 nautical miles to Cat Island.
I don't know how many miles it is in total, but I don't think it's that big. I can see the end of the island.
It's the first time we are entering a place like this with reefs, yeah, all good, left and right, and it's truly unnerving because it gets shallow so quickly, and I can just see that there is coral reef all over. It's just difficult to see how shallow it is. Guys, you really don't want to come here in poor visibility. We have to pilot by eye. This place is just dotted with coral heads. And it's so clear that it looks very shallow. I just asked Nick, I said, how many meters under the keel? He said, still 5 meters. And I could swear it looks like only 2.5, 3 meters. It's a bit this way. You see this, yeah? This area seems very well charted. Obviously, you always have to consider that corals grow. They're not like rocks. So what could be well charted last year could now be a little bit off. This is so nerve-wracking. Okay. We're getting back into deeper water, but there's more reef further out. Hey. Jeez. Adrenaline for today. What are you putting me through? Okay, that was a failed attempt. It's way too choppy where we wanted to go, and it was really tricky to get out of there again. And it's already the afternoon now. I hope the next anchorage is a little bit easier to approach. Back to the southwestern point of the island. I think it's called Sandy Point because up by the reef it was way too exposed.
Yeah, and then we went in, and obviously we can't go back the same way because we have the sun in our face, so you can't navigate through Bomis with the sun. So we knew that anyway, but so we have to go out the other way. Some people enter one way and they go out the other way. That's what it says on the on avionics, but
and then we tried to find an anchorage further, but we could see the waves crashing and there were still so many bommies in the water, so we just decided to turn around because we passed this point coming in and we said actually it's quite nice here, but then obviously we thought we'd venture further.
The beach is beautiful. Cool.
A small stingray. Oh, it's leaving, doesn't like my feet. So it says that the island is called Rum Key because a ship full of rum wrecked somewhere around here and all of the bottles scattered around the island, and we did find some rum.
I don't think it's from that.
But I don't think it's from that, and I don't know where the shipwreck is either. Look, another rum bottle. El Ron de Cuba.
There's another one there.
Oh, this one has rum in it.
This one has rum in it.
This is a different bottle though. But maybe White Oak, Northern Crisp. Oh, Yeah, it's definitely rum.
But don't drink it.
No, I'm not going to drink it, but there's definitely liquor in there. Woof. You want to smell it?
I can't smell it here now. The wind, yeah. I can't smell it, man.
It does smell slightly off though.
I don't know if that's the name of why they call the island like this, because there's a lot of bottles.
A lot of rum bottles. Wilson! I found Wilson! He needs a haircut, yeah. Looks like one of these shrink hats from Pirates of the Caribbean. How's Mom doing? She's alright.
There's a shipwreck there. Just right there, man.
Oh.
It's like an engine. Wow.
Look at this. It seemed we had stumbled upon parts of an old ship's engine. Old enough that it had merged with the reef that may very well once caused its demise. Unfortunately, it was just too rough for us to snorkel near the wreck. We couldn't see any remains of the hull, so we speculated it was likely a wooden ship.
This is so cool, man. It's just right here in the beach. Is there more there?
I don't know, there's something here that
Ah, yeah, look, pieces. Yeah, there are pieces there.
Wow! Yeah! Oh, shoot! Hey! We couldn't say for sure if this was indeed part of the famous ship that gave this tiny island its iconic name. And with the sun about to set, it was time for us to return to Cuba and set sail to the next island.
So whoever say to you, you know what, the Bahamas are beautiful, say yes, it is beautiful. Look at this.
We've arrived to Cat Island last night. We had to leave Rum Key behind because the wind would have just completely died in the next few days. It's actually very fair right now, and we would have not been able to make way to Nassau. Since we arrived to the Bahamas, unfortunately we only had rolling anchorages, but this is a very big area that is very shallow, and it's basically just white sand, and it's giving me this Bahamas feeling. This is exactly how I imagined it.
Before yesterday, we actually didn't know if we were going to stop here because we had a problem with the dinghy. The cooling water was not going through. And normally when the engine is operating correctly, you can see the water just dripping out, like any outboard, and the jet skis and everything. That just tells you a good indication that everything is okay, that it's cooling properly. Reading on the internet, people say, before you do anything, just take a toothpick or anything and go in the port, in the exit port of the engine, which is in the back here. Just poke it in there, and then it worked. Fantastic.
When you arrive to a new place, you never really know what to expect. But we had been given a tip from some locals that there was a place nearby where you could find lemon sharks, so we decided to check it out. Going all the way into a long inlet. There's so much current here. I'm actually quite intrigued where all the current is coming through.
We're trying to find lemon sharks.
The outboard is struggling.
Easy 5 knots now.
Yeah, it feels like we're going really fast, but then I look at the bottom and we're hardly moving, and the seagrass is so flat, like it's all pushed to the floor. I think usually mangrove inlets are quite murky, at least the ones that I've seen, but this is
very nice.
This is very nice. Yeah.
Well, actually, mangrove's supposed to keep the water clean anyway because it removes phosphates and nitrates.
So many tiny turtles around. We try not to get too close to them or scare them off. But as soon as they hear the engine, it just took a wrong turn, and now it's so shallow. We have to put the motor up so we don't hit the sand. I lost the oar, I stuck it in the sand, and it's so soft now. There's one right there. Oh, it's getting something there. Right here. Oh my god! Oh god, oh god!
They almost beached themselves. So cool. like an aquarium.
Oh, this is the most insane thing ever. Everything is passing by. Sea turtles, angelfish, sharks. Aggressive at all. They actually they're not bothered with me.
They're so pretty. Some of them are just like a meter and $1.20 meters, but some of them are like 2.5 meters. But the best way is to just to drift and let them come to you. If you try to get to them with your engine or anything, no, they'll go away.
They'll stay really quiet, coming closer and closer. They're getting more acquainted to us. I think we have lemon sharks, reef sharks. The reef sharks can actually not stop moving, otherwise they suffocate. They have to keep moving to push oxygen through the gills.
Even if you move your hands like that, it's enough. They just go. Yeah.
They go, or you just move the dinghy just a tiny little bit, then they're gone, and you have to wait again. If you stay really quiet.
There must be, honestly, there must be around 50 sharks in here. You know?
Look at your big smile. How nice. Interesting fact: more people get killed by coconuts than they get killed by sharks.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. By cows. And we're getting eaten by the museums as well. We need to go back to Cuba. The sharks are beautiful, but I think we're going to be full of really mosquito bites if we stay here though.
The museums are more dangerous than the sharks.
I think so, yeah.
We stay with the sharks, we leave when the museums come.
Oh God. Maybe.